Hello everyone, myself Jalaj Nagpal and I welcome you all to EduTap. So I hope you all are enjoying your winters and I hope you all are preparing for your upcoming examination as well. Now my dear friends, just to begin with this video, first I would like to tell you that what I am going to discuss in this video. Is it related to something regarding notification of SEBI Grade A? The answer is no. Today I am going to discuss in this video one query which we are getting repeatedly on our discussion forum, on our calls, on our mails as well. So this is the query which I am going to discuss with you today. That's how many marks or how much marks indeed I need to get in phase 2 and interview to get selected as a SEBI grade officer. So this is the query which I am going to address in this video. And before moving ahead, as I have told you, I am not going to predict any notification news regarding SEBI grade exam. But yeah, this particular video is very important for those students who are like die-hard fan of SEBI grade A. They are preparing day in and day out for having a main goal of SEBI grade A. So this video is for all of them. Before moving ahead, my friends, as you know that EduTap really cares for all of our students. So we have released this one comprehensive ebook, or you can also say as a brochure for SEBI grade A students. This particular ebook, or I should say brochure, contains all the information regarding SEBI grade A officers, like what are the postings, what are the different job roles, and what is my favorite, my friends, it's the salary structure. If you see on page number, I would say 25, you will find the salary structure of SEBI grade A officer, and that is the most, I would say, motivating factor when you are not having good situation around you. So SEBI grade A officer definitely gets a good hefty salary. So now if you want to download this particular ebook, it's completely free. All you need to do is go in the description box, click on the link, and this particular ebook is all yours. So it's a must have. You need to have a complete printout of this, paste it on your study table and move forward. This ebook, mind you, my friend, is as good as gold. So please download it from the link which is given in the description box. So now let's start with the first understanding the overall agenda. See, my friends, when it comes to the agenda of this particular session, first I am going to discuss that what should be a good score in paper 1. I am not going to discuss anything regarding phase 1. I am only going to discuss regarding phase 2 and interview, because phase 2 and interview will land you in SEBI grade A officer list. Phase 1 is only qualifying in nature. All you need to do is just score 30 marks in paper 1 of phase 1, 40 marks in paper 2 of paper 2 of phase 1, and cumulatively you also have to score 40% of the overall weightage. It is very simple. It is very easy to clear phase 1 of SEBI grade A exam. Okay, now coming to the phase 2 component. In phase 2, my friends, there are paper 1 and paper 2. There is paper 1 and paper 2. When it comes to the paper 1, it's very I should say peculiar towards English. All you need to do is just type your answers in essay, RC and Pressy. So this is regarding your paper 1. What should be a good score in paper 1? And as we all know, many students generally prepare for paper 2 only. So paper 2, I have told you, is a comprehensive test of 6 subjects, be it commerce and accounts, costing, economics, finance, management and companies act. So what is a good score in paper 2? What should be a right strategy? How you have to balance your score in paper 1 and paper 2? And then we are also going to discuss regarding 3 big mistakes which you are doing right now. I hope you are not doing that, but if you are doing that, just stop them right now only, because this is the right time. So now let's begin our video. First, we are going to discuss that what is the target? What should be a target in our phase 2 and what should be the target score in our interview? So what should be a target? Like, this is the most important slide, because if you don't have any target in your life, or I would say in SEBI grade A, then you are doing a blunder. So if we analyze the last 2-year papers from the like in 2018, from 2018 rather, the syllabus of SEBI grade exam was completely changed. So if you see in the year 2021, the final cutoff was around 69, and this is the final cutoff, by which I mean that it's combining the phase 2 as well as the interview. In 2022, the cutoff dropped to 65, but the paper level of SEBI grade A was also increased. So don't go into that particular dream that SEBI is asking easy questions. SEBI is asking tough questions from paper 2. That is completely line which you should accept, that the cutoff has decreased a bit, But mind you, they have increased the paper level. But when it comes to the paper level, still people are clearing SEBI Grade A exam with good numbers. So now we are going to discuss regarding different cases, like what should be target score in paper 1, what should be a target score in paper 2. And mind you, my friends, you are following, like I will be showing you 4 situations now, and you must be in somewhere in between in this 4 situation only. Now this is case 1, my friends. Now what is case 1? Case 1, I am assuming that you are a moderate student, or I should say you are not paying too much attention to all the 6 components of paper 2, and you are just preparing side by side for paper 1 as well. So I am assuming that here you are not a dedicated student in case 1. Like, why I am saying this? I am assuming that you will get a 60 marks. 60 is like doable in SEBI grade exam, even if you go and just write, I would say, not a high quality answer in English, then also you will be getting 60 or around 58 for very easily. Okay, so this is the case which I am sharing for paper 1. This is paper 1. The overall cumulative marks for paper 1 is of 100 only. And when it comes to paper 2, again, the cumulative marks is 100. But here also I am assuming that you will score 60. So you are scoring 60 in paper 1. You are also scoring 60 in paper 2. So that means your total score, here in SEBI, there is no formula of total score. What they do is, they basically take the total cutoff, or I should say the individual numbers, and then they scale it. For example, in paper 1, they will do it 1/3. In paper 2, they will do by 2/3. Sorry for my bad at writing, but this is how it goes. In paper 1, I am again repeating, 60, they will just do 1/3 of paper 1, whatever your total score is. In paper 2, whatever your total score is, they will multiply it by 2/3. As simple as that. So I'm assuming that you have scored 60 in paper 1 and paper 2, but that is not your total score. It will be scaled up. It will be scaled up, and you will be getting 20 in paper 1 and 40 in paper 2. Now this is the total. So your total in paper 1 and paper 2 is 60. But again, SEBI applies its own formula. SEBI has its own cutoff theorem. Out of this 60, they will only take it as 85%. So if you take 60 ka 85%, you will land yourself in 51. So this is your overall marks in phase 2. This is your overall marks in phase 2 out of 200. Yeah. Okay. So this is your overall marks. That is when you scale it up and when you come at the final number, you are scoring just 51 over here. Now I am assuming that you are a moderate student. You will score 10 out of 15 in interview, and you are going to score an overall of 61, and that is not going to be a good case, because in the previous slide we have seen that the moderate cutoff, or what should be a good score to clear the SEBI grade exam, it has to be minimum 65, or you can take it in a bracket of 65 to 70. If you are scoring somewhere in 65 to 70, that is the final cutoff, then I think you are in a good range. But for those students who are just preparing just like for fluke type, they are just preparing for like tukkabazi type, for them this is their case. You are not going to clear your exam, because 61 is very low number when it comes to SEBI grade exam. I have told you the overall scenario. Again, to repeat, in paper 1 they will do their whatever the total score you get, they will do 1/3 of it. In paper 2, whatever the total score you get, they will do 2/3 of it. And out of the total score which you have received, they will apply 85% of it. Basically, whatever your score is, they will convert it to 85%, and then your final marks will be added to your interview, and then you will get your final score of phase 2. Now this is the case 1 which I am telling you. Now let's come to the case 2. Now what is case 2? Again, in case 2, I have assumed that you have good English writing skills, because many banking aspirants, they appear for different exams, and in between they appear for like English descriptive exam, and they have good knowledge regarding different components of English. But again, here in these 2 cases, I have assumed that you are not doing good in paper 2. So here in paper 1, I have assumed that this time you are getting 70. Now I have directly increased, if you can see, 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks in your paper 1. In paper 2, out of 100, I have assumed that you are still going to score 60. So what is the main funda of this particular slide? I will tell you. Now if you see, the total here will be 63, because I have told you 1/3 and 2/3, but that out of that particular total as well, SEBI will take only 85%. So you will get 53 in your phase 2. Adding your interview marks, assuming that you will again get 10 only. 10 is a very basic number. You can easily score 10 in SEBI Grade A interviews, assuming that you are a moderate student. So your total here will also be 63.8833. So this is not again a good marks. Why I am saying that? Because I have told you 65 to 70 is the bracket in which you have to be. 65 to 70. In these two both cases, you have just scored 61 over here, you have just scored 63. This is the case where general category students will find difficult. They will find difficulty to get qualify as a final stage. So this is where you will have to understand that even if you score good marks in paper 1 and you are not scoring good marks in paper 2, then to your, I would say, preparations are not up to the mark. Now, here you have to understand that why paper 2 is the kingmaker over here. Paper 2 is again the kingmaker because you have to score high in paper 2. Because paper 2 ka weightage is 2/3. Paper 1 ka weightage is 1/3. So that's why the difference is coming. So in this, if you are in these two cases, sorry to say, मुश्किल है सेबी में qualify होना दिन. Coming to what toppers do. See, this is case 3. Okay. In case 3, I have again assumed that in paper 1, you will be scoring 70. You will be scoring 70 because scoring in English section is comparatively easy. Why? Because you know what they are going to ask you. You know what is the format of essay. All you need to do is just go and write 200 quality words over here. Practice 25 days and you are going to be a pro in essay. Same goes with other components of English as well. In case 3, I have assumed that you are getting 70. Now take 1/3 of 70, you will arrive at 23.2233, whatever it is. In paper 2, all you need to, this time you are scoring 65. You have prepared some good stuff, you have prepared some good revision modules and you have increased your score to 65. Now this time if you see, your total will be 66.66. Out of this, they will do again 85% of it. So you will arrive at 56.667. Okay, so this is your phase 2 score. Mind you, this is your phase 2 score. Again, I have assumed that you are scoring 10 in interview and you will be getting at final score of 66.66. Again, this is a desirable score. Like being above 65 is good. Being above 65 is good, my friends. I am again saying this because if you are in a bracket of 65 to 69, if you are in a bracket of final score of 65 to 69, then you are doing good. So here you have applied yourself in the bracket and you are going to have, if each and everything remains the same, then you can be a SEBI Grade A officer in this particular financial year itself, or I should say next financial year. Now this is the case where I have again told you that you are having a decent knowledge of English, plus you are also going good in the phase 2 component, or I should say the paper 2 component. But this is the most desirable case. In this particular case, no one can stop you to become a SEBI Grade A officer because this is relates to case 4. Under case 4, I have assumed that you are going to score 70 in paper 1, which is English, and you are also going to score 70 in paper 2 as well. Now scoring 70, some people think it's very much difficult. It's only for those students who are coming from commerce background, those students who are from chartered accountant background. But this score has been achieved by many students who are from science, who are even from UPSC backgrounds as well. So this is a much achievable score. All you need to do is just practice rightly, just understand what the concept is saying and then move on. So here, if you are in this particular case, I would say your total score, which I have assumed that you will be getting out of as a scaled out of 85%, will be 59.5, and adding the interview marks, you would be getting total of 69.5. Now these two are the best cases. Here what you can do is, for example, if you are not scoring good in the paper 2, you can compensate the same in interview then, because people are missing cutoffs hardly by 0.5, 0.25, so on and so forth. But you need to balance yourself. You could have easily cleared the phase 2. Like you could have easily cleared the phase 2 with good marks. But what if you are not getting good marks in interview? So you will have to balance your preparation. The same funda applies over here as well. For example, if I am not able to score good marks in interview, then I will have to increase my marks in the phase 2 component. So that's what this overall analysis says that you will have to be somewhere in the range of 65 to 69, and that is the cutoff range which generally we have seen will follow in this particular year as well. Now let's come to three big mistakes which people generally do while their preparation. The first one is descriptive English. Everything is known over here. Why everything is known over here? Because you know the three questions which are there going to be in exam. In 1 hour, you need to attempt your essay and other components. All you need to do is just practice before going to the paper. Do not assume that I am a pro in English. I will just go in the paper and I will do all the dhoom dhadakka on paper day only. This is not going to happen. You will have to prepare something, I should say, like a fodder material beforehand so that you can score good in descriptive marks. Second, please do not leave numericals. Numericals are still the kingmaker. Why I am saying this? Because if you see, if people who are scoring 60, that is an average marks in paper 2, they are just leaving numericals. They are frightened of numericals. They are not doing numericals from commerce and accounts. They are also leaving easy numericals of costing, which is regarding marginals, margin of safety, and so on and so forth. So here I would again request you, do numericals, but do not try to become a pro here. Now what is pro? Do not try to solve each and every numerical. Just understand what is the previous year questions. For example, if SEBI has asked questions from ratios, which is one of the most important chapters when it comes to the phase 2, then try to solve all the questions of different numerical, different ratios which are mentioned in the chapter ratio. So this is the strategy which you have to follow. Do not try to solve all numericals. I am again saying that because you need to understand the basic level plus the moderate level. You can leave difficult level if you are facing difficulties, but please do all the numericals which are of basic level and moderate level. If you are able to do these two also, you are going to score 70 plus in paper 2. The third one is knowledge is not marks, application is the key. See, if you have all the knowledge, that is, you know all the sections of Companies Act, if you know all the different penalties of Companies Act, all the appointments, if you also know all the formulas of commerce and accounts, ratios, so on and so forth, your knowledge level is on very upper level. But what if you are not able to apply that knowledge? On the exam day, you are just able to, not able to attempt the question paper only. So this is where the time management comes in. For example, if you see 2021 and 2022 paper, Companies Act question are comparatively the most easiest. All you need to do is just finish them in one go and save time for those chapters which will be testing your time. For example, in commerce and accounts, they will be definitely giving you the numericals. So you will have to save your time in the Companies Act question and invest the same in the commerce and accounts question. For example, if you see management and finance, there has been continuously questions have been there on the transformational and transactional leadership, which is a part of your management syllabus. Again, a very easy component. All you need to do is just understand those PYQs, just understand this overall scenario, just analyze what is the overall pattern, and all you need to do is just go with complete application part. If you are not able to apply knowledge on the exam day, then sorry boss, it's very difficult. And one of the toppers, I still remember, he personally said to me that 80% of the exam will happen on the day of exam only, because whatever you read, whatever you do, whatever you make notes, and whatever you do before the exam is totally different. What you do on that particular day is important. So that's why application of your knowledge is also key. And for this application, I will tell you to solve endless numericals. Try to solve numericals like on a daily basis. If I am on your place, I would have solved 5,000 plus numericals of phase 2. For example, 1,000 numericals combining your finance and management. Now where to get them? It's definitely your search to do, but solving numericals will give you an idea that how much time you are investing, how much time you can save. So this is what I have presented for you today. Again, it's a very, I would say, holistic discussion on different scores. But if I summarize overall video of this particular series is that you need to score somewhere between 65 to 69. And if you are in this range, then definitely you are getting an upper hand in SEBI Grade A examination. Okay, mind you, to do not overread in any subject. Stick to the syllabus and definitely you will get your dream job. So this is it, my friends. This was a small video which we have presented for you for that query, that how much marks you have to score and what is your overall strategy regarding different papers. Okay, so I hope this video was interesting for you, and meet you in the next video.